Welcome to 2026, the year you finally get rich, achieve financial freedom, and quit your job, right? Or so you tell yourself. Like millions of others, you're probably staring at red crypto charts right now, sweating bullets over your portfolio, desperately hoping some random meme coin with a dog's face on it will magically bounce back and pay off your mortgage. Spoiler alert, it won't. And honestly, if you're relying entirely on a lucky break or a market miracle, you're simply preparing to end 2026 just as stressed and broke as you started it. Sorry, not sorry. For a year, we keep flipping the calendar, expecting our bank accounts to magically follow suit and just multiply on their own. But here is the harsh truth. True financial freedom doesn't come from a new year. It comes from a totally new mindset. Right now, our entire society is obsessed with the illusion of instant wealth without putting in the actual work. We see 19-year-olds flexing rented Lambos on TikTok, and suddenly we feel like we are massively failing at life. But let's pause and look closer at your daily reality. Are you actually taking steps to build wealth? Or are you just buying lottery tickets in disguise, hoping the universe will drop a miracle onto your lap? Listen to me. If you want 2026 to be genuinely different, we need to have a very uncomfortable conversation today. A brutal conversation about where your money, and more importantly, your attention actually goes every single day. Because whether you realize it or not, the system is perfectly designed to keep you constantly distracted and perpetually poor. So, let's break down the first massive lie you've been sold about getting ahead and why it's ruining your life. You've heard it a million times from every self-proclaimed financial guru on the internet. If you just stop buying that $5 iced coffee every morning, you will magically become a millionaire. They make you feel incredibly guilty for enjoying one tiny moment of happiness before your depressing commute. So you skip the coffee, suffer through your miserable mornings, and check your bank account, only to realize you are still completely and utterly broke. Let's do the math. $5 a day is roughly $1,800 a year. Let's be real here. 2026, $1,800 won't even cover a fraction of a down payment on a cardboard box in a decent neighborhood. The coffee isn't the problem. The gurus are looking at the wrong variable entirely. The actual problem is what you do while you are sitting there drinking that coffee. Are you spending 3 hours mindlessly swiping through short-form videos to numb your brain? Watching a dancing cat won't magically deposit funds into your checking account, no matter how incredibly cute it is. It is a catastrophic misallocation of your most valuable asset. And no, it's not your $5. It is your time. Your time and your focus are being stolen right from under your nose, or meticulously trying to save pennies while completely ignoring the thousands of dollars flying right over your head. Which brings us to the real disease keeping you poor. You are simply thinking way too small. See, cutting out coffee is just a symptom of a much larger, more dangerous disease, the scarcity mindset. You spend hours meticulously clipping coupons, agonizing over 50-cent price differences at the grocery store, only to save a grand total of $2 after a highly stressful hour of manual labor. When you do this, your brain becomes completely wired to focus on lack rather than abundance. When you constantly obsess over not having enough, your perspective shrinks to fit a very tiny box. Basically trying to empty the ocean with a teaspoon. It's exhausting and it doesn't work. But let me ask you a very simple question that most people completely ignore until it's too late. What if instead of wasting your mental energy trying to save $5, redirected that exact same brain power into figuring out how to make $500? The amount of effort it takes to be hyper-frugal is exhausting. It drains your soul. But society trains you to do this. It trains you to be an obedient, penny-pinching little consumer. Work, buy stuff you don't need, complain about being broke, try to save $3, repeat. To break this cycle, you have to completely flip your internal script from "how can I spend less" to "how can I earn more?" Because here is the mathematical reality. There is a hard limit to how much you can save. You can only cut down to zero. But there is absolutely zero limit to how much you can earn. Let me show you your actual true asset. When people think of building wealth, they immediately picture traditional assets, real estate, stocks, or crypto. But in a highly volatile world, all of those external things can be completely stripped away from you in an instant. Inflation eats your cash, markets inevitably crash, and platforms go bankrupt, taking your money with them. But there is only one asset in existence that is completely immune to a market crash or an economic collapse: your ability to solve complex problems, your specialized knowledge, your skill stack. Let's put $1,000 on the table and see what happens when we invest it in two different ways. If you throw $1,000 into a random meme coin hoping for a 100x return, you aren't investing. You are literally gambling. And when the market turns and that coin goes to zero, you are left with absolutely nothing. Money gone. But what if you spent that same $1,000 acquiring a high-income skill, like copywriting, coding, or sales? That money didn't disappear into a void. It transformed into premium software installed directly into your brain. Once you have the skill, you can generate cash on demand. You can literally type on a keyboard and make money appear. Here is the magic part. Even if a catastrophic event happens and wipes out your bank account entirely, you can just build it back. Because the tool that creates the wealth is safely secured inside your skull. To put it simply, the money is just the golden egg. You are the goose. So in 2026, stop buying lottery tickets hoping for an egg and start investing heavily into feeding the damn goose. Now, investing in your skills sounds like the perfect solution, but here is the ugly truth nobody tells you. You start learning a new high-income skill, and because of society, you expect immediate results. But a week goes by, a month goes by, and your bank account still looks exactly the same. You're still broke. This is the painful delay of gratification, the massive, frustrating gap between effort and reward. It's like planting a seed, watering it exactly one time, and then screaming at the dirt for not being a tree yet. We have been conditioned to expect microwave success in a reality that fundamentally requires a crock-pot. And this frustration is exactly the point where 99% of people simply give up and go back to scrolling. But to survive this desolate phase, you need a psychological superpower, a single 3-letter word. That word is yet. When your brain says, "I'm not rich and I have no money," you add the superpower, yet. "I don't have the skills to build a business," yet. Adding yet to the end of your self-doubt completely hacks your brain's operating system. It shifts you into a growth mindset. It instantly transforms what feels like a permanent, immovable concrete wall to a temporary locked door that you just need to find the right key for. It turns impossible into inevitable. But getting there, that requires crossing the darkest valley of your journey. Welcome to what psychologists call the trough of sorrow. It's the darkest, loneliest part of the journey to financial freedom, and it breaks almost everyone. This is the period where you are putting in maximum effort, spending hours learning new skills, building projects, and sacrificing your weekends, only to get absolutely zero visible results, zero money, zero recognition. To make matters worse, this is exactly when the external pressure hits. While you are grinding in isolation, your friends are out partying every weekend. They text you screenshots of their lucky crypto gains, telling you that you are wasting your life working so hard. And that is when the heavy, crushing weight of self-doubt starts to break your spirit. But listen to me very carefully. This valley of despair is not a punishment. It is a necessary filter designed by the market to weed out the people who just want the reward without doing the work. So when that crushing doubt hits, you deploy your superpower. You haven't failed yet. You just haven't crossed the finish line yet. Because if you can just survive the trough, you reach the tipping point. The longer you survive in the dark, the closer you are to an absolute explosion of compound growth. To survive that dark valley, you have to completely redefine how you measure your own success. If your only metric for progress is the dollar amount inside your banking app, you will inevitably feel like a massive failure and quit before the magic happens. You must shift your focus from measuring money to measuring capability. Every time you read a chapter, complete a course module, or even fail at a new project, are quietly adding a brand new brick to your mental foundation. You learn how to write persuasive copy that makes people click. Boom, that's a brick. You learn how to close a high-ticket deal over the phone. Another brick. To the outside world looking at your bank account, you still look completely broke. But internally, your intrinsic value to the marketplace is quietly skyrocketing. Because these skills don't just add together, they multiply each other. You aren't failing, you are simply in the construction phase. You are laying the foundation. And you cannot build a massive, towering skyscraper of wealth on a fragile foundation of sand. By stacking these specific skills, you are literally turning yourself into a human ATM. And when the foundation is finished, and those skills finally click together, that's when the magic happens. Welcome to the eighth wonder of the world, the compound effect of knowledge. Single isolated skill like basic video editing might earn you a decent hourly wage. A second completely isolated skill like basic copywriting might do the exact same thing. But when you combine complementary skills, your earning potential doesn't just add up, it goes exponential. Copywriting plus digital marketing plus sales doesn't equal a small raise, it equals a financial empire. Let me give you a highly concrete example so you can see exactly how this works in the real world. A guy who only knows how to edit videos is a commodity. He's a freelancer fighting for scraps on Fiverr. But a video editor who also understands human psychology and direct response marketing, suddenly a creative director who can easily command $10,000 a month, minimum. The skills act as force multipliers for each other. They interact and elevate your entire baseline. This creates a hockey stick growth curve in your income that simply cannot be achieved by saving coffee money. This is how you permanently escape the hamster wheel. You stop being a replaceable cog in the machine, and you become the engine itself. You become irreplaceable. When you become a rare combination of valuable skills, companies and clients will literally throw money at you. So the ultimate billion-dollar question is, what exact skills should you be stacking in 2026? Let's build the roadmap. Here is your exact three-step roadmap to start building your empire in 2026. Step 1. The ruthless time audit. You have to find the massive leaks in your daily schedule, because if you can magically find 3 hours a day to consume short-form content on your phone, then you absolutely have 3 hours a day to build your future. Cut the mindless consumption. Step 2. Pick one single high-income skill. Do not try to learn 5 things at once. Focus. Focus is power. Pick one specific thing and become dangerously good at it. Whether it's B2B sales, direct response marketing, coding, or leveraging new AI tools, pick the one skill that naturally aligns with how your brain operates and go all in. Step 3. The 6-month darkness. This is where you actively deploy the power of yet. You must commit to 6 straight months of learning and building with absolutely zero expectation of income. During this time, you have to put on the blinders and completely ignore everyone else's highlight reel. Let them laugh. Let them flex their rented cars and lucky meme coins. You do not care, because you know a secret that they don't. You don't need to be a genius to win this game. You just need to be ruthlessly, dangerously consistent while everyone else is getting distracted. Consistency beats intensity, and it definitely beats luck, every single time. So, as we navigate through the reality of 2026, you have a massive choice to make today. You can either continue chasing the illusion of overnight wealth and end the year exactly where you started, stressed out, broke, and complaining about the economy. Or you can embrace the darkness, build your skill stack, and become absolutely undeniable. Money is out there. It's just waiting for you to become the person capable of holding it. And whenever you are in the trough, feeling like you are failing, remember your superpower. You haven't failed, you just haven't succeeded yet. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is just a matter of time and extreme focus. Stop buying the $5 coffee if you want to, but do not forget to invest the 3 hours. Because 2026 is not going to magically save you, you have to save yourself. If this video woke you up today, hit the subscribe button so we can keep building together. And if you are officially committing to the 6-month darkness, comment "I am the goose" down below. I'll be reading every single one of them. Stay focused and keep building. Click the video on screen to learn the top 3 high-income skills you need to start right now. See you there.